We're pretty far off from the Steins Gate world line, she says. Imagine that, just wait till the end. Hello, hello, everyone. Look, what's that up in the sky? It's a bird. It's a... No, wait, it really is a bird. It's Flittia Blumenthal, here to help make sure you have a flitastic day. Why? Oh, right. Teehee. As I was told, you're not a real streamer if you're not scuffed. So, let's get started with my glorious, fantastic debut of amazingness. You have no idea how long I've been waiting to say this. Oh my goodness, I am so excited. Welcome, welcome. It is so great to see you all here. All right, without further ado, my name is Flittia Blumenthal. You can call me Flittia, you can call me Flitty, Flitty-chan, but really I'd like it if you called me your Oshi. How old am I? Well, wouldn't you like to know, weather boy? Yeah, that's all you're getting from me, sorry. My birthday is March 12th. Twitch is audio only. There is no BGM outside the transition screens right now because I am still figuring out copyright stuff. Teehee. I am 5 foot 8 inches tall. I know that is quite a bit for a bird, but trust me, I'm not necessarily your typical bird. Speaking of, I am a mountain bluebird. I'm not a western bluebird. I'm not an eastern bluebird. I'm not any other kind of bluebird. And I'm certainly not a blue jay. Those guys are dicks. Don't confuse it. My Oshi mark is this beautiful little bluebird emoji. Now, unfortunately, this displays very differently depending on the device and browser you're on. For example, on Firefox, it looks like a red bird. On iPhone, it looks like a little pigeon head. You can copy-paste it from my description. Am I a bluebird on your shoulder? No, I'm a bluebird on my own 2 feet. I'm a strong, independent burb who don't need no girl. That's not true. Occupation. Now, unfortunately, after I joined human society, I found out that I'm going to have to partake in something called capitalism in order to gain money to exchange for goods and services and subscribe. In bird culture, this is considered a dick move. However, in the meantime, I am an email forwarder. I forward emails to make sure they get where they're supposed to go. And for some reason, I get paid to do that. And in my free time, I'm a meme redistribution agent. I speak English very, very well. Thank you so much for the follow, Shogi explained. Ich spreche auch Deutsch, aber ich bin ein bisschen lustig, weil Ich habe nicht regelmäßig gesprochen seit mehr als ein paar Jahren. I speak also grammar. I also speak German, but I'm a little rusty because I haven't regularly spoken it in a couple years. But ich spreche Deutsch. In fact, sometimes I'll just randomly sprinkle it into my sentences because autism, I guess. I don't know. I suppose you can look forward to that from me. Now then, if you're looking to talk about me online, please use the hashtag #FlitterFeed on Twitter so that it will show up in my Twitter feed. Haha. If you're drawing me, which, oh my god, please draw me. I want art. I want all of the art. You can use the hashtag #FlittyArt. And for memes, I'll probably make liberal usage of this one. You can use hashtag 𝑪𝑹𝑬𝑫𝒰𝑻𝑺. And if you're here, you are a Flittian. Yay! Welcome to the Flitty flock. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Now, my dear Flittians, let's continue on. Thank you so much for the subscription, my dear Lexi. Likes. I am fairly into 𝒒quarex. Now, 𝒒quarex is animal keeping, but aquatic. Some would say aquatics. That's technically that refers more to the pool swimming and stuff like that. I own a beautiful, wonderful chunk of an axolotl named Pendragon. This is my sweet baby. I love her so much. You may have seen her in the background on my opening. So, yeah, she's adorable. There may be some content featuring her in the future. We shall see. I have ideas. Not right now, though, because she is in Alaska laying lots and lots and lots of eggs. My goodness. She's breeding, and the pictures I've gotten, there are so many eggs, my lord. So there will be babies soon, and I can't wait to see how cute they are. Axolotl babies are the absolute cutest, maybe of any animal. Beyond 𝒒quarex, I'm also quite the AR gamer. I've been playing Pokemon Go since approximately 5 minutes after it first launched. I like to say I'm a minute 5 player, no big deal. Before that, I've also been playing Ingress for, God, way too long now. Ingress is Niantic's earlier game, the predecessor to Pokemon Go. I was actually at an Ingress event when Pokemon Go dropped, which is why I say I'm a minute 5 player. We got a ping in our chat at here, Pokemon Go's out. And so half of us went, thanks for the farm. And then we spent the rest of the night running around the park catching Pokemon, Pikachu. Oh, there was one Pikachu, there was an Amistar. No, sorry, Ammonite. And then your other random Gen 1 junk. Oh yes, thank you so much, Blaze. I forgot. This worm around my neck is Wormy the Worm. Wormy is, just a cute little buddy that I have hanging out with me. And if I ever need a snack, if I'm feeling a little peckish, a little hungry, yeah, just a joke, Wormy. I'm not really going to eat you. Pendragon might. Or at least she might try to. But you, I'm not going to. Blaze, thank you so much for joining the flock on YouTube. All right. Collecting shiny things. Now, primarily, this is about Pokemon, because I have been collecting shiny Pokemon for, I think it's definitely over a decade at this point. But beyond that, I have quite the collection of art. I am currently 5 conventions behind in putting art up on my walls. My lord, my budget is not monetary, it is wall space, and I have no idea how much I have. I also collect collector's edition and box sets of Blu-rays of my favorite anime series. And then I take those to cons when voice actors are there, and I get them autographed because I have a problem. Probably my most prized possession is a box set of Code Geass that used to belong to Yuri Lowenthal, the voice actor for Suzaku Kururugi. He parted with it in a cancer drive, and so I took it and I got it signed by the voice actors of Lelouch and C2, as well as the entire cast of Flo, who sang the original opening song. 𝒒𝒑𝒆𝒏𝒊𝒏𝒈. That one, yes. And then I have all of Attack on Titan that's out so far. I'm running out of space for autographs on the Season 3 box sets, but I will actually be meeting the voice actors for Eren and Armin soon, very soon. I already have Mikasa, thankfully. Yes, so much. So much stuff. You'll find out more about that soon. Wordplay. I am a very cunning linguist with a big fat dictionary. You might have been able to tell by my name, Flittia, Flitter and Lydia, or the witticisms and the hashtags, But yes, I love playing with words and being funny with them. I think it's great, and I not to toot my own horn, but I think I have a talent for it. Laughing. That laugh was unrelated to the laughing, but yes. Worm name not created as anticipated, but maybe that's because you plan to eat it. Look, I didn't name Wormy. Wormy just came with the name. They're Wormy the Worm. That's their name. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, laughing. I am a very giggly person. I laugh when I'm having fun, when I'm being a gremlin, all sorts of different things. I have, God, I don't even know how many. I have a ton of different laughs just based on context. My therapist has learned a lot of them, and she has started to put together what I'm thinking without saying it based on the way I laugh. I've got a gremlin. I've got a very good villain laugh. When I was young, I tricked my sister into going to a certain shock website involving parties with lemons. And the laugh I made, completely naturally, was basically a dead ringer for Light Yagami's laugh at the end of Death Note, if you know what I'm talking about there. But yes, I look forward to revealing through the streams. Would I still love Wormy if they weren't a worm? That's a good question. If Wormy wasn't a worm, I don't know what they would be. I'm gonna have to noodle on that. I mean, probably, but I don't think they'd be as tasty. I mean, cute. If they weren't. So, yeah. I mean, I love animals in general. I think I'd still love Wormy. Yeah. What's my favorite laugh? God, y'all are dropping the tricky ones. I haven't really put these to thought. I'd have to say whatever's most genuine, honestly. My deepest, heartiest, I am now out of breath laugh, which if a meme does that, you'll see, because it'll get posted, I'm sure. Dislikes. Carbonation. I have a touch with autisms, and so, sorry, thought gone. I have a touch with autisms, and carbonation is like needles in my mouth. I cannot drink it. On the bright side, I never got a soda habit, so that's a lot of sugar I didn't need. Sudden loud noises. Like I said, I'm gonna touch the autism. I'm a bit of a flighty bird, so I don't necessarily like being spooked. I have a lad at home, a large boy, a fluffy borker, as one might say, a big old boofer, and he will come in my room by pushing open my door with his foot, which is it's loud and it spooked me. Yeah, we'll see if or what horror games I play, because yeah, jump scare is not my thing. Physical exertion. I I am not good at exercising. Never have been, never will be. When I was a young egg in school, I would be that kid where we're running laps on the field and everyone else gets sent inside to the locker room because I'm still like 2/3 of the way done. Um, yeah, that was embarrassing. I don't get endorphins from exercise like most people do. It's weird, but it makes it hard. Yeah. I mean, that's not to say I don't love any exercise. I used to fence for a couple years. I've done a little bit of a lot of things. Thank you so much, Lexi, for the follow on Twitch. Is food autism also why you don't like spiders despite being a staple food source for mountain bluebirds? Look, like I said, I'm not your average everyday bird. Birds don't typically eat mac and cheese, but I live off the stuff. Spiders on skates, worst fear then? No, spider, like, suddenly kicking down my door or something would be worst fear. I actually saw one on my wall shortly before starting streaming, and I was like, nope, 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 got a sound test. Can't think about the spooter. Gotcha and MOBAs. I just don't like them. I think they're a predatory, or for gotchas in particular, I think they're predatory, unfair gaming system, I suppose. Look, I spent way too much money on gotchas in my day, be it Sword Art Online growing up, or Pokemon Masters, or Bang Dream, or whatever. Yeah, I will never touch a gotcha again. A paid gotcha, that is. Pokerogue, I've got a little bit of an addiction to Pokerogue. MOBAs, just, yeah, also not my thing. Toxic and autism. Control schemes are weird for me. I've never really been able to wrap my head around them. When I was a young wee egg bark. Thank you so much, Shane, for the subscription on YouTube. And thank you, Kat, for the subscription on YouTube. You are both wonderful. Welcome to the flock. All right, well, Spidey's got covered. Yeah, I'm not a fan of spiders. Yeah, Pokemon Go does... Look, it's not technically a gotcha, so it counts. And I try not to spend too much on it these days. My storage is pretty big. Yeah, we'll see. Look, don't look too closely at it. Interests! What do I like? What do I enjoy? What makes me happy and bouncy with glee? God, I know my keybinds. Stream Elements link isn't allowing me to force your participation in capitalism. Interesting. Let me take a look at that. But yes, what do I like? Anime. God, I'm such a frickin' weeb. Probably my favorite of all time is the aforementioned Attack on Titan. That really needs no introduction. After that, Review Starlight. Review Starlight is criminally underappreciated. It is a glorious series. Singing, dancing, sword fighting, probably lesbians. What more could you want? Watch Review Starlight. It's fantastic. There was a Review Starlight cover group at a convention I was at recently, and wow, that was so cool to watch in person. There's that. Thank you so much for the follow, Lemon McBoss. Wow, yeah, there's so much here. I mean, y'all can read Your Name, absolutely my favorite movie. Watched it probably upwards of 20 times now. JoJo. I may or may not have legally changed part of my name to a JoJo reference. You don't get to know which one, though. Steins Gate, I mean, you've probably seen in my opening there. Code Geass, I mentioned. Madoka Magica. I am so sad that they delayed the movie. Being Maguka truly is suffering. Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night. Just such gorgeous animation. the first Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel movie probably has some, not probably, has some of my favorite animation out of anime, period. Blue Eye Samurai, not technically an anime, also underrated. It is on Netflix. I highly, highly, highly recommend it to everyone. Um, it's I love Blue Eye Samurai. Season 2 next year, I believe. Manga, I'm quite into Jujutsu Kaisen. With this treasure I summon. Are you are you the one who threw it all away and is overwhelming? Um, God, I don't know. Insert lobotomy here. Bloom Into You, a wonderful romance. Love Me for Who I Am is a fantastic little manga. Too short, but hopefully it'll get an anime one day. About a cross-dressing teenager finding their way in the world. Dungeon Meshi needs no introduction. I technically haven't started reading it yet, but I will very soon. There's too many anime listed. And I want to be a cute anime girl. Not technically a manga, but it is a beautiful little coming-of-age story about a trans teenager on Webtoons. I highly recommend checking that out. Top 5 favorite VTubers and dream collabs. My God. Dream collabs would never happen, honestly, but I would love to collab with Takanashi Kiara or Cecilia Imagine of Hololive English to polish some German up. Gosh, who else? I mean, my Kami Oshi is absolutely Koseki Biju of Hololive English Advent. As previously mentioned, I'm a meme distribution agent. I used to call myself the Queen of Memes, but then Biju debuted, and I can't say that anymore. I'm not the queen. All hail the queen. Speaking of all hail the queen, Elizabeth Rose Bloodflame. God, I love Liz. Her voice is so incredible. I was listening to her karaoke earlier. I get goosebumps every time. I can't wait to hear more covers and original music from her. I quite enjoy Uwo's Lab on Twitch. He's a smaller streamer, but he is a mad scientist. He makes incredible, wacky things. He made a cancer cannon recently that is literally an X-ray gun. He deep-fried chicken in a toilet. He built a chat-controlled fried rice machine. He's great. He's hilarious. Gosh, more dream collabs. Yeah. Shoot for the stars, you may hit the rock that is approaching. Honestly, Free Scythe, that's never gonna happen just because Hololive doesn't really collab with indies. I mean, like, maybe, but I don't think that'd happen. More in the realm of maybe, or a more possible maybe, Doki Bird. Doki Bird is fantastic. She is a massive inspiration to me. I got to attend her concert and panel at Annie Revo last weekend. And fantastic, fabulous, amazing. No comment. Music. The tisms. Audio processing disorder makes it hard to understand English lyrics and songs sometimes. So I've naturally through my life kind of just gravitated towards languages I can't understand because they're bangers, and or the music is bangers, and then I have associations with some of my favorite series. Similarly, I'm big into game remixes and reorchestrations. As mentioned, I don't have BGM today. I have a playlist in the works. Ideally, it will be made up of remixes, reorchestrations of game music, anime music, etc. But still figuring out copyright and what I want to risk and all that jazz. I'm a huge fan of 𝑹𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕. She's one of, if not the top, Japanese artists for me. She's done openings for Demon Slayer. She did the songs for the Heaven's Feel trilogy and some other Fate stuff. Her voice is incredible. Some of my favorite songs there. Heikos Bales, Hololive English Promise. Wow, I can't believe I just dead-named Promise live on air. Absolutely incredible voice. Bay's music is so amazing. Fight Song is my motivation song for sure. Millie, another maybe a little lesser known artist. She did the openings for Goblin Slayer. She did an ending for the Ghost in the Shell remake movie, I believe. She's got a wonderfully unique sound. Are those reading glasses truly? Sorry, are those reading glasses or are you truly blind? So about that. Um, Neither. The the look, glasses are cute, okay? And it's good to block blue light when you're staring at the screen all day. Um, yeah, glasses are cute, teehee. Girl in Red, just a mood. That's all I'm gonna say about her. I love her. Got to see her in concert a few months ago. Incredible, fantastic, wonderful. I'm using all these adjectives so many times. 𝑪𝑹𝑬𝑫𝑰𝑚, also of Hololive English. Myth, wonderful, banger. Go listen to 𝒒𝒐𝒏𝒊𝒏𝒈, her new album that dropped Friday, 2 days ago now. It is so good. Egoist, gosh, what did they do? I mix I mix them up with some other groups sometimes, honestly. I'm pretty sure Egoist did the opening to Fate Apocrypha. Apocrypha, bleh. But either way, they're fantastic. They formed for Guilty Crown and were absolutely the best part of that series. When a series starts off great and then goes to the garbage, I I do refer to that series as having Guilty Crowned. That's that's just how it is. And then Glitch X City is, I've been following her since I was a kid. Just awesome Pokemon remixes. Same with the Zame, although that is they are newer to my following list. They are actually a majority of the stream playlists I've built. Oh, fave song on the new album. That is hard. In part because I'm really bad with song names. Let's give it to God, wow, I'm on the spot and I'm horrible with song names. Go Getters, that's the name. That one, yeah. Stream Go Getters. Hopefully, she mentioned it was close to entering the U.S. billboards. That would be fantastic. Stream Go Getters and the rest of 𝒒𝒐𝒏𝒊𝒏𝒈 and the rest of her work. Games. I am a huge Pokemon fan. As previously mentioned, Pokemon Go and all that. I've been playing since Generation 4 was my first games, and I've played every game since, including most of the spin-offs. Legends Arceus is 100% my favorite. And in fact, exclusive announcement, my first stream will be a Legends Arceus Shiny Lock starting sometime this week, either Tuesday or Thursday night. I haven't quite nailed down my schedule yet. But that will be so much fun. I am very much looking forward to that. Legend of Zelda, I'm a huge Zelda fan as well. The aesthetic, the music, the gameplay, everything. Honestly, a little behind the scenes here, most of my wardrobe is either Pokemon or Zelda clothing, mainly from the company Black Milk, who has some official lines. Tears of the Kingdom is probably my favorite. Sorry, I skipped over a couple messages in chat earlier because I was going to reach this. Echoes of Wisdom. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't watched the second trailer yet. I was supposed to watch it with someone, and then they ended up not coming over that night. And I haven't gotten around to it. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm thinking I will play it on stream when it comes out, in fact. The Zero Escape trilogy. I just love the Zero Escape trilogy. It is a trio of visual novel escape room games by the fantastic Kotaro Uchikoshi, published by Spike Chunsoft and Axis Games. Highly recommend. Unfortunately, ADHD bad, and I haven't been able to complete a replay of those in a long time now because what is an attention span even? But yes, I love them. I haven't heard back yet. I am praying for permission to use a song from Virtue's Last Reward, the second game, for my ending theme. It is... Thank you so much, Helen Angel, for the follow. The song is titled Bluebird Lamentation, and I know how that looks, but I promise it is entirely incidental. It is a wonderful, ironic coincidence I just love the song, and it goes perfectly with my ending animation. It's the name, yeah, has nothing to do with it. Team Fortress 2. I I've been playing TF2 for a long time, especially now that the bots are gone. Thank Valve for no more bots. Um, I've played a lot of other shooters like Overwatch, um, but TF2 is always the best. I haven't played as much lately because aforementioned bots and just not really having many other people to play it with. But especially in high school, I'd go home, I'd hop on the computer, I'd play TF2 or Minecraft. And Minecraft, long history there. I mean, you could probably guess it's been out for 15 years now. My God, what is time? Interesting that Twitch may not be working for some people. That's too bad. Yes, Minecraft. Wow. I may not be the best builder, but I've spent a lot of time in there. I love exploring. I honestly, my favorite thing to do is find a flower forest biome because there's a secret thing in flower forests that many people don't know about, where the flowers that generate in each biome or in each block are predetermined, and so if you bone meal every single block in the biome, and grow flowers in all the possible spaces, they form these beautiful rings and circles, and it's fantastic. Roguelikes and roguelites. I got into these a lot more this year. I found Hades, and that was just my addiction for a couple months until I 100%ed it. First game I've 100%ed. Hades 2, I haven't played yet. I am specifically saving that for stream. That will probably be my second stream after the first Legends Arceus, because yes, I'm chomping at the bit to get into Hades 2. Crypt of the Necrodancer. Little under the radar, maybe. It also has a wonderful spin-off, Cadence of Hyrule, which is the first third-party Zelda game. It's a roguelite, but you play to the rhythm of the music. And the music is also fantastic. I love it. I love Crypt. I love Cadence. They're great. Pokerogue, previously mentioned. It's a browser game. It's Pokemon, but roguelite. It has eaten so much of my time and energy, and these last few days I've been up until like 4 a.m. No, not 4, like 3 a.m. working on debut stuff just because Pokerogue ate all my time earlier in the week, and the week before that, and the week before that, and the week before that, when I should have been working on it. But teehee, oh well, I got it done now. And then 𝑹𝒊𝒈𝒄. I'm sure a lot of people here know 𝑹𝒊𝒈𝒄. If not, you should check it out. It's a wonderful little indie game based on Vampire Survivors, except it's Hololive. There's a new update coming soon. I can't wait. That will definitely be a stream game. The developer refuses to take our money, and honestly, it's really annoying, because let me give you my money, dang it. Can't wait to watch me play Hades. Thank you so much. Heavenly Restrictions. If you're familiar with Jujutsu Kaisen, you might know these. I'm going to go here for this slide because Jujutsu Kaisen. Restrictions imposed by the heavens in return for a restriction. There are trade-offs that give you bonuses, benefits, whatever. I'm bird-brained. I'm a bit scatterbrained. Teehee. Yeah. Trade-off, I am chronically funny. I'm terminally online and chronically hilarious. My illness is chronic, but my wit is iconic, as it were. This may seem self-aggrandizing. It's peer-reviewed, I promise. And I hope everyone will stick around and see for themselves. No executive function! What even is executive function? Like I mentioned, getting ready for debut sucked. Yeah, I'm a functional adult, I promise. I could take care of myself. On the other hand, hyperfixations. So I'll get really into something, and I'll be super into it until, well, I'm not into it anymore. See aforementioned Hades and Pokerogue and all that jazz. Chronic pain. Chronic pain sucks. Yeah, and the worst part is there isn't even a trade-off for that one. I just hurt. Not really much more to say about that. Chronic fatigue. I am the god's eepiest soldier. My therapist says I'm the sleepiest patient she's ever had, and it's kind of concerning. I should really get a sleep study done. Unfortunately, the last time I tried to do a sleep study, my appendix went kamikaze the day before, which is not what we call a good omen. I'll get it done one of these days. Trade-off for chronic fatigue. Big dreams. I mean, I'm here. I'm live. I'm streaming. Maybe one day I'll be big and famous and do this for money. Who knows? Until then, I forward emails. But yeah, I've got a lot of goals and a lot of things I want to achieve, and I'm so excited that I could share them all with you. Time blindness. What is time? Time is a concept I have a vague awareness of and no direct connection to. It's a miracle I was on time with streaming today. I'm glad that I was, though. But the trade-off there is longer streams for all of you. Woohoo! I plan to stream at least one day on the weekends, typically. Those will probably just be Pokemon shiny hunting streams, like, the whole day. I wake up, I eat breakfast, I stream. Oops, it's 1 a.m. I need to take my meds and go to bed and maybe grab some food. Next up, my goals, my wonderful goals. I'm so excited to get these done. Not all of them are immediate or even near future. Dear God, shiny Pokédex. That's gonna take forever and a day. But that's what all you are here for. Yes, I want to complete a living shiny Pokédex. I have about a third of it already completed, based on a spreadsheet I filled out with numbers and math and all that beautiful stuff. And I want to catch the rest. Legends Arceus is so much fun. It's such a great game for hunting shinies and all that. Scarlet and Violet, maybe a bit buggy, but again, incredible shinies. I went to go grab a shiny Hisuian Voltorb the other day before updating to try and find some Gimmighoul raids, and within one sandwich, I found, I shit you not, 8 shinies in 30 minutes. These games make it so much easier to complete this. I have a list of the FBI's most wanted. That is Flittia Blumenthal Incorporated, most wanted shinies. Y'all might get to see that soon. And I want to get at least one of those by the end of the year. Speaking of the end of the year, I want to release at least 2 cover songs. Debut will be over soon, and then after that, my project is getting covers made. I know exactly what I want to do. I have a video ready for one of them because I made an AMV, and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't split my content, so if I want to make an AMV, it's got to be a cover now. And then y'all get to see it soon, TM. Will I use autotune in my songs? Hopefully not. I'd like to imagine that I'm a good enough singer to not use autotune. We'll find out together, I guess. Whatever makes it sound best. I think I'm fantastic. I also think I'm hilarious. And only one of those do I know for a fact is true. Speaking of, I do want to improve my singing. I don't know if I'm going to need to use autotune. I don't want to. Karaoke streams are definitely on my radar. I definitely want to do karaoke streams. Those will be on YouTube only because Twitch does not allow them. But I have... The only one I have currently planned is coveroki or something. I'm still working on that name. I'm still workshopping that one, but karaoke solely of songs from Hololive and Hollow Stars, because they allow that, and they even provide tracks for you for free for use for that, and I love their music and I want to do it. Thank you so much, Katku. That means a lot. Teehee, thank you. And then Soulsborne. I historically have been way too scared to attempt any Soulsborne streams. I'm not the greatest gamer. As previously mentioned, I have trouble learning control schemes a lot of the time. And so I want to try and do that on stream, because streamers suffering is fun for the audience. I'll probably play Elden Ring. We'll see. I doubt that I'm going to do what the glorious Cecilia Evergreen is doing and playing Sekiro drunk. Drunk Elden Ring would probably be really funny, honestly, but I don't know what that would do to my odds of getting any success. We'll see. We'll see about the how I do in Elden Ring. Drunk, yeah, that's probably not happening anytime soon. Shogi, thank you so much. I can't wait to share the karaoke with you. All right, the FBI Most Wanted. Have I played Celeste? I think I got like a third or maybe halfway through Celeste. And then either it fell off because teehee ADHD, or I couldn't get good. Skill issue, lol. Yeah, it is. I would like to finish it at some point, I think. I'm pretty sure it's on my list. I have a list that I've been maintaining for almost 3 years now of games I want to stream. This stream has been a long time coming. Yeah, we'll see. But yes, the FBI Most Wanted. These are dangerous, dangerous criminals that are located across the lands and have proven very elusive and difficult to capture over the years. You could see they've each been assigned rankings by the FBI leadership, as well as their last known locations. Let's take a look and see what we'll be tracking down. First up, ooh, this 𝑹𝒊𝒈𝒏𝒈 looks pretty terrifying. Spooky ghost. Still a B+. That shouldn't be the worst. Shiny alpha hunting. I haven't done it before, but I know it's doable for sure in Legends Arceus. 1 in 4,096 shiny rate base, and then you get the shiny charm, and then I don't know the alpha rates. Sorry, the massive mass outbreak rates off the top of my head, but yeah, that shouldn't be the hardest. Crimson Myrlands and Hisui. Okay. Taking note of that, I think 𝒕2 may be the first on my list. Next up, who should we take a look at? Oh, Wishmaker Jirachi. So, Wishmaker Jirachi the Wishmaker Jirachi is only available through the Pokemon Coliseum bonus disc for the GameCube. And then you transfer it to Ruby or Sapphire, and it has I think it's like 1 in 7,000 something chance. I don't know the specific odds. I just came across a thread when I was doing a little research, and I found that it's better than standard 1 in 8,192 for pre-Gen 6 games. But yes, last known location, the Ore region. So I'll have to travel there and check it out. Coliseum and XD are games I've never played because I've never had a GameCube. Let's fix that, shall we? All right, who's next? Mew. Oh, Mew. SS difficulty. That's the second highest. Mew is only available as shiny in Pokemon Emerald. Now, the only way to get a Mew in Pokemon Emerald is to get the old sea map, which lets you go to Faraway Island and encounter it. Now, the old sea map is an event item. An event which was only given out in Japan for like 2 weeks in 2007. That's going to be a tough one. However, there is a long, complicated, involved glitch in Spanish and French European copies of Pokemon Emerald that lets you give yourself not just the old sea map, but it also sets the proper event flags in the game to allow the map to work. It's basically arbitrary code execution, but I count it as legit because it's not arbitrary code execution to give you a Mew, it's just to get you to where you can find a Mew. Am I going to play the Pokemon trading card games? Probably not. I haven't played those two. I haven't played any trading card games in a long, long time. I used to go to a Pokemon League as a young egg. I'd go every Monday night, meet up with my old best friend there, and then we go get dinner afterwards. But God, it's been forever since I've played a card game, so I don't think I'll play that one. Kaku, thank you so much for the offer. I'm just going to get a GameCube of my own, because in order to stream Emerald anyways, I need an HDMI output, which there's a GameCube add-on that has one of those, I believe. And then the alternative is either modding my a Game Boy Advance or getting a whole new console called Pocket Boy something. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but I've seen a few streamers use it. The price is going to be about the same everywhere, so I'm just going to get a GameCube, honestly, because then I could do Mew and Jirachi. All right, what's next up on the list? Oh yes. I've actually been holding on to a Spanish copy of Emerald for, I think, about 8 years now. I just haven't ever gotten around to starting the glitch, which is called Glitzer Popping, by the way. Hilarious name. I don't speak Spanish, so that does make playing through a game in Spanish hard. We'll see how that goes, but I want Shiny Mew. Yeah, I want Shiny Mew. That'll probably be second after the Spiritomb, if I had to guess. All right, what's next? Oh, this Kyogre. Oh, that's an angry boy. Kyogre, the god of the sea. Oh man, that's intimidating. Shiny Kyogre in a Love Ball. Look at that. I coordinate almost all of my shinies in their balls to match, no matter what that means for the rates. God, what's my Groudon in? I think my Groudon's in a heavy ball. My Rayquaza is definitely in a luxury ball. It can be tricky sometimes. Kyogre is only available in the Embedded Tower in Johto in Heart Gold, which is the one Gen 4 game I don't have. Actually, no, I don't have Pearl either. Or in the Ultra Space Wilds in Alola, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Now, I have those games, but you only get one Love Ball per save file in those games, and the Love Ball has a 1x catch rate on Kyogre, which has the lowest catch rate, so I don't like those odds, which is why I've never gotten around to it. So we'll probably have to track down a copy of Heart Gold and pay the $150 or however freaking expensive those are these days. It's also available through Dynamax Adventures in Sword and Shield, but let's be honest, Dynamax Adventures kind of suck. I'd like to avoid those where I can. Okay, maybe let's see if there's anyone a little easier than this Kyogre. Arceus! Oh, there we go. Literally God. Shiny Arceus has only been available through an event historically, up until Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl were released, where if you have a complete save file for Legends Arceus on your game, then you can encounter Arceus at the Hall of Origin, and it can be shiny at full 1,496 odds. Shiny Charm doesn't affect it because the Shiny Charm is literally broken in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and it kind of sucks. But yeah, we'll take a look. Probably track down Arceus after the Shiny Lock is complete. Alright, only one left. Oh god, this one's a doozy. Manaphy. Triple S+. Last known location, the depths of hell itself. My god, where might that be found? So Manaphy... To get a Manaphy, you have to get a copy of Pokemon Ranger. And then you beat the game, and you can get a Manaphy egg. However, you can only get one Manaphy egg per cartridge. Physical cartridge. You can't start a new save file. One per cartridge. And then, you have to take that egg, you transfer it to Generation 4 game, and you hatch it. And, wow, you might be lucky to get a shiny. No. It's guaranteed not to be shiny. Manaphy was the first Pokemon to be shiny locked in history. And they didn't know how to shiny lock. So, what you gotta do to get this sucker is you take that egg, and you trade it to a different game. And then and only then might it hatch shiny. 1 in every 8,192 times. So, if it's not shiny, you have to trade it to another game and hatch it there. And if it's not, you have to trade it to another game and hatch it there. And so on, and so forth, and so on, and so forth, until you want to die. And so, I've been holding on to a Manaphy egg for That one's definitely 8 years now. Or no, math. 7 years? Yeah, 2017. Because each reset takes like 40 minutes for one attempt at hatching an egg. If you're lucky and you get other eggs because you use firmware to hack the cartridge and get another egg, or you get eggs from another hunter who got their Manaphy and had leftovers or something, then it's a bit faster. But no, the mother of God, this thing is terrifying. The depths of hell itself, indeed. There's a reason I haven't tried this thing yet. One day, I might hate myself enough. We'll see. We'll see. Behold my stuff. So, as you are now all Flittians, I will allow you to see the confidential files of the FBI. Which means taking a look at my collection. What have I got over the years? What am I going for? What do I still need? Kanto, the first games, the first 151, the classics. You could see here, I've got quite a lot. Actually, let me see if I could pull up that spreadsheet and see how many I have out of Kanto. Blah, 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 blah. History, recently closed windows. There you go. Perfect. You can see quite a few of these have the Go marker. That indicates that I only have shinies that I've caught in Pokemon Go and then transferred either through Pokemon Home or through the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Shinies are a lot easier to get in Go, so they're worth a lot less in my opinion. If I only have it through Go, ideally I'd like to replace it with a shiny from the main games eventually. There's also a couple here that I have through an event. The Eevee was from a Target distribution a few years back. The Gengar was from a distribution back in the days of X and Y. I should replace those eventually too. I'm not in any rush. Let's see. There's the numbers. Kanto, I have 36% complete. So that's pretty good. Especially Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Shiny hunting is a lot of fun in those games. So that'll be good. Wow. Cloud Right, did you just count all of that? Wow. I'm a... Good work. Yeah, no, that's 55. Yeah. That shiny Mew is the one from Pokemon Go, which is the only other way to get it, but I don't count it because it's literally pay to win. So I still need to get a legit Mew the legit way. Alright, what's next? Oh, right, that's Johto! Johto was where I started my shiny hunting journey. Heart Gold and Soul Silver are incredible games. I love them so much. It's too bad the shiny odds are still 1 in 8,192 there, because that is where I got Shiny Lugia, which was my first shiny legendary that I hunted. That took forever and a day. After that, I eventually picked shiny hunting back up in the Generation 6 games, and caught as many legendaries as I could. Now, I've only got the legendary beasts through an event so far, but that is because they are from the Zoroark movie distribution way back when that allowed you to get a Zoroark in black and white. It was the only way to get Zoroark. So these are quite rare, and I'm quite attached to them. Holy crap, that was 11 years ago now. But yeah, these are my babies. Shiny Celebi I got through Pokemon Crystal, the Virtual Console Edition, which is the only way to encounter Celebi legitimately, let alone shiny, not counting distributions and Pokemon Go. And then that Octillery there was a gift from a YouTuber that I used to follow, Pyropuncher, who used to be active back in Mindcrack way back when, if any of you are familiar with that name. I challenged into a battle at a meet and greet, and I lost, but he gave me his shiny Octillery as a token of appreciation, which was fun. I value that a lot. Oh, and the Pikachu, the Pichu. That is the Pikachu-colored Pichu, which allowed you to encounter the spiky-eared Pichu in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, another very rare one. Am I going to play any spin-off titles? Pokemon Conquest I love. I haven't played it in forever. I might play that one. Pokemon Snap, Hey You Pikachu, Stadium. Never played those. Detective Pikachu, I played the first one. I heard the second one was trash. And Mystery Dungeon, I love me some Mystery Dungeon. As for if I'm going to play those, I'm not quite sure. Honestly, my focus with shiny hunting is going to be, well, with Pokemon games is going to be shiny hunting. And since you can't encounter or transfer shinies from those games to the main games, we'll see. That being said, I do want to play some fan games, so we'll see. TBD. Next up, we've got Hoenn. This is one of my more complete ones, I believe. Generation 2. Oh, I have more Generation 2 than Generation 1. I have 38% of Gen 2. Hoenn, I have about 34.5%. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire was where the pedal really started to hit the metal. I spent so much time back in high school in my U.S. history class. I would just be sitting there, soft resetting on shiny legendaries, while paying attention to the teacher halfway, and then still getting like some of the top scores. The girl that sat behind me was she really didn't like me because because sometimes I would sleep in class and then still get higher on the test than her, which I still think is really funny. But yeah, no, shinies, teehee. Yeah. Jirachi, I know I said I want a Wishmaker. This one is from an event in Taiwan, I believe. And then Shiny Deoxys. These are both from Pokemon Go because that's the only way that you can encounter one. Sadly, I was a little too slow on the ball. Nintendo of Italy used to give out the tickets that would let you encounter Deoxys in Generation 3 all the way up until like the Generation 6 games were out or something, but I didn't get enough copies, and I didn't mail them in time. So go it is. And then the Swiper was from a friend, and the Beldum and Metagross are from a distribution of Steven's Metagross back when Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out. I have Metang as well, but I also have a shiny Metang that I caught in Scarlet. And then that Milotic is a beautiful Milotic that I got for entering the city championships, regional championships, whatever the lowest level championships was, back when they came to my town in, I think, 2009. But yeah, that's another rare and beautiful shiny there. Let's see. Sinnoh, 33.64% from my favorite region. I thought I had more, but that's just because Sinnoh has so many legendaries, and I have them all. Except for, I don't have legit Arceus yet, but this Arceus was from that one-off distribution way back in the day. Not way back, but when the Hoopa movie came out, if you bought a ticket in Japan, you would get a code for an Arceus. And that Arceus would be one of 19 random Arceus, one for every type, including normal, and then a shiny. So you get a 1 in 19 chance at a shiny. Now, I didn't go to Japan. Now, I didn't buy these movie tickets because I was a kid. But I met someone who had, and he traded me one. And it is legitimate, and I have proof and everything, and it is probably my most valuable Pokemon. But I still want to replace it with a in-game one, because why not? Darkrai and Shaman, I still had the tickets unused in my Platinum game, and so I hunted those in there. So 1 in 8,000 odds, not the 1 in 4,000 from Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. And then this is probably going to be the first region I aim to complete through Legends Arceus, but we'll see how many I find when that hunt starts. Together! You'll be there with me! Woo! Unova! Here we're starting to get in the regions I have fewer of. 16% of Unova's complete, it looks like. I was hoping that we'd get Gen 5 remakes to bump that number up, but we're getting Legends ZA instead, which I am super hyped for. We're probably getting a trailer tonight, like in a couple hours. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. There's a lot of this that can be found in the Scarlet and Violet DLC, so we'll do some hunting there. That Genesect was from a distribution, also Japanese exclusive. Also found someone to trade for that. The Virizion was from a friend. A lot from Go, and then Wormholes, all that jazz. Speaking of themes, the Zekrom is in a Premier Ball, and the Reshiram is in a Luxury Ball. Okay, what's next? Generation 6, Kalos. I don't have much here. I have so few here that instead of making them a grid in mostly Pokedex order, I just put them close to where they can be found on the map. Almost everything was either an event or a Pokemon Go. Honestly, Gen 6 was pretty forgettable, but this number is going to go way up soon when ZA comes out. I can't wait to stream there and hunt in there and catch them all, catch all the shinies, woo! I do want to get more Zygarde so that I can have one for each form, but those are only available in the aforementioned Dynamax Adventures. The Diancie was another Taiwanese event, and the Sylveon I got as an Eevee as another regional championships giveaway. I think that one was 09. No, maybe 2010. Whatever. Kalos, 18.5%, so we're going to get those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. We got to get those numbers up. Gen 7. This is by far the region I have the most shinies from because I spent so much time SOS hunting. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is incomplete because I know for a fact that I caught the Jingmo O-line, but when I went to tally up everything, I couldn't find it anywhere in any of my games or in home, and I'm pretty upset about that, honestly. I caught them in Love Balls. As mentioned, there are not many Love Balls in Gen 7. Oh, no, that was Gen 6. Well, also not many in Gen 7. I'm being gaslit by my own collection, dang it. I don't like it. But yeah, I've got 58% of Alola. I've got so much Alola. My gosh. You'll see there, I have 18 shiny Silvally. Now, shiny hunting in general is painful and self-loathing and painstaking and takes forever and all that jazz. I'm not that crazy. I promise. I caught one, or sorry, it's a in-game gift. So I got one myself. Well, technically I got two because I got a Type Null and then another one that I evolved into Silvally. And then GameStop did a distribution, and I went to GameStop like 8 times or something, and I got one for each time, and then eventually they were like, screw it, take the rest, stop, please stop coming, just for Silvally. Have, how many codes do you want? There you go. The Tapus were from online competitions, and then I forgot to do the last few, so I only have 2 of those, so... Dynamax Adventures. Gonna have to do some Dynamax Adventures. Woo! Generation 8! Galar! My least favorite Pokemon games. Probably objectively the worst. And thereby, the ones I have the fewest of. I have 12. Wait. I have 15. Now, I should mention, I have a lot more of everything in Pokemon Go. I just haven't transferred everything over yet, and a lot of these, like... I've got duplicates that I haven't evolved, but they're all from Go, so I don't really count them. But yeah, it's just they're not great games, honestly. But we'll get those numbers up. Now that Sinistea there, sorry, Sinistea, Poltegeist. Thank you, thank you, me. I get those mixed up with the new ones. That is an authentic Poltegeist. Because I lucked out and I found one in Scarlet, and yay! Oh, right, the Sinesteas too. So they're both authentic, which is extremely rare. Because I am extra like that. 10% of Gen 8. Yeah, that seems about right. And then the newest games, Scarlet and Violet. A lot of people don't like these games. I do. I think they're a lot of fun, the glitches aside. I've got quite a few here, and honestly, I've held back on getting the rest just because I wanted to wait for streams. So I have pretty much all of the Paradox Pokemon from Scarlet, minus 2. I have one from Violet because a friend was kind enough to let me play multiplayer and then catch one that we found together. That is an authentic Sinistcha. That is the single hardest shiny for me to find in recent memory. I found 8 unrelated shinies before I found a Sinistcha in boosted odds outbreak. What the heck? Why? Why? But I got it eventually. And then I said, no, I'm not going for a second, so I can have one of each. Yeah, Gen 9, I only have 28%. That, I thought I had more, but I guess there's a lot, and I haven't done them all. So, that's what y'all are for. And with that, we have come to the latest generation. So what's next up? Oh, right, it's the credits. We're here at the end of the debut. Thank you so much to all of the wonderful artists that have helped out with all of this. Myself for being the brains behind myself and Teehee. Oh, by the way, I just remembered somebody asked earlier, and yes, these are wings. My PNG art doesn't have my full body, but I meant to bring this in earlier. I will do so now. Boop, 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 boop. My full art. I mean, you saw some of me earlier. Art, rough sheet, JPEG, big JPEG. There we go. Oh my goodness, that's so big. Okay. Streamer without scuff isn't a real streamer, right? That's what I was told. That's what I'm gonna live by. Pardon me while I slowly, ever so slowly get this on stream. There we go. There is me in my full winged glory. So yes, these are wonderful wings that create a wonderful design for wonderful performances and all that. Because Bird. Thank you so much to the fantastic Signwolf Art who made my design. Okay, you can go away now. Thank you to Silver the Great for making this logo. I love it. It started off as an Attack on Titan reference, and then it didn't look the greatest, so we redid it, and now it looks even better. When it didn't look the greatest, that's on me. That was my design insistence. Signwolf did a fantastic job, and I love it. And then the rest, my beautiful, glorious PNG self. Pardon me. My beautiful, glorious PNG self was drawn by the fantastic 𝒒𝒊𝒏𝒈, Ollis. Make sure to check them out. They just did an incredible job. I'm so happy with how I look. I'm so gorgeous. I'm so pretty. I'm allowed to be self-aggrandizing right here because wow, look at me. I'm cute. She did such a good job with all these different poses and expressions, and with this treasure I summon. Yeah, yeah. And then the gorgeous opening and closing animations, the first of which you saw at the start, and the second of which you'll see soon, were made by the fantastic Crazy. I don't know how they pronounce it honestly. 𝒒𝒉𝒕. It's Ghost, but misspelled. Yeah, check them out too. They're awesome. I'm absolutely in love with these animations. And with that, we are at the end for today. Oh no, it's been over an hour, but time flies when you're having fun, and honestly, I'm having fun. It's been so long. It's been nearly 3 years since I declared I was going to do this, and then I decided to work on mental health first, and then executive dysfunction, and whatever. I'm here now, and you're here now, and thank you so much to everyone who joined, even if it was just for a bit, or if you're watching the VOD. Thank you so much to all of my beloved Flittians. Please make sure to like and subscribe and follow me on Twitter and all that jazz. And I will see you in just a few days to start the shiny lock. Let's suffer together. All right. Well, with that, have a flitterific day, everyone. Thank you so much.